Good evening, YouTube. I'm back. Not for state this time, just for the military. Okay. I'm in the library. I'm not trying to be loud and shit, but okay. We're gonna make this quick because I'm trying to charge my phone and my shit has been dying and I don't know what to do about that. So, okay. Um, Today we're gonna talk about Meps. Yeah. There's a funny story about how I got the Meps that quick. For some reason I decided to switch branches. So I went to Meps with the Army. And a bunch of other full shit happened after I did that, but hey, it happened. So, if you want to know what happened at Meps, well, you came to the right place. So let's get started. So, I was assigned to go to Meps on Thursday, but we left Wednesday. So, Wednesday, we got on this little bus to go to, actually, I had to go back to Meps to, take another test, so I went to Meps Wednesday to go get dropped up at the station. So while we was at the Meps station, me and 3 other people was getting our TAPAS test done because one person didn't take the ASVAB. The rest of us that did, we got to take the TAPAS, which is the personality test for the Army. Yeah, no. And at the end of that day, I found out I failed that shit Thursday when I came back, but we're gonna get there. Anyway, yeah. So after that, we sat there for about 2 hours, just waiting. We ain't left that bitch till 6:30. So we got to the hotel. We left on another bus. So we got to the hotel around 8. Because we had to go watch videos about Meps and shit and all that boring stuff. And we had to go to the Meps station. We stayed in, now mind you, this is happening at Fort Jackson, Columbia. So we had to go to the Courtyard Marriott in downtown Columbia, otherwise known as over by USC. So, we checked in and shit. We came late, watched videos, talked about nothing but rules and shit. We did a 5-minute briefing. So we came back, have a meeting about nothing. Then we was done. It was fun, socializing, get to know people, all that stuff. So we ate good that night too. I had a big ass chicken sandwich. That shit was so lovely, and it was free. The best thing about it is the military paid for it. We didn't have to pay for shit. Bow. So the next day, this is how Meps starts. Like Meps, you gotta wake up at 4:30 to get up. No, we had to wake up at 4 o'clock because we was leaving the room. We gotta be out the room by 4:30. So we ended up leaving late, but somebody come for us because they thought we was dead or something, or we had to make sure that we was out the room or anything like that. So other than that, we ended up leaving the room, went to eat breakfast and shit. We had to be outside, ready to go leave for the bus at 5 o'clock. We ain't left till 5:18 because it was supposed to be at 5:15 because somebody left their wallet in their room. So anyway, we got out. It was like around 5:30. Got to the Meps station on Fort Jackson. They ain't really started up till 6 o'clock. So we had to separate. No, we didn't. Yeah, you had to separate the people that was leaving to the military other than the people that's going to get processed. So we processed people who had to get out last, which is me. People that was leaving to go to whatever branch for boot camp had to get out first. So meet up with the liaison or whatever. So to make long story short, okay, 6 o'clock, we got there. Man went over the rules and shit. They're going to keep talking to you about lying because if you lie to them, they're going to keep telling you that you're going to get 2 years of jail time or 2 years of confinement. 2 years of jail time, paying a bunch of fines and expenses, and you're going to be dishonorably discharged. Meaning, you're going to be discharged and it's going to be on your record for the rest of your life. It's like a felony for the military. So it's going to be hard for you to find a government job in the civilian world. So if you have anything that's recently, you might need to tell them what happened. 9 times out of 10, you might get disqualified. 9 times out of 10, you not. Because how the lady told us, she said if it's health wise and you did it a long time ago, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna really care. That's what she said. But I wasn't going to take that risk because I wasn't about to tell them nothing actually. But I told them, well, for the weed smokers, if you smoked weed a long time ago and they ain't gonna find in your piss, just don't say nothing. Now, if it's recently, you're gonna have to tell them because if they find that in your pee, yeah, it's gonna be a whole different story. But we ain't gonna talk about that. That's all I say. But yeah, first we end up for the first 2 hours we end up taking the vision test, which is the colorblind test and stuff. Vision. Then the next station was the hearing test with the stupid little beat sounds. That shit gonna start off loud a little bit. That's gonna be slow, real low, and stupid low. If you can hear good, you're good. If not, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna disqualify you, but it's gonna subtract you for certain jobs, especially if you're colorblind. So the next step was when that lady was telling us to meet in the classroom. We got our blood pressures and shit, and then this nurse was telling us how to organize our papers and shit. So everybody go to certain stations, they go to certain papers, fill out medical history, because your if you whoever recruiter you talk to, they're gonna want to know your last 10 years of your life. So for me, it was 2004. They want to go back to 2004, even though it was 2014. So I ain't really had nothing to me happen to me like that, other than I fractured my foot. The doctor said it was okay, so who fucking cares? So, anyway, after that little organizing our papers, briefing type shit, and we had to fill out a survey talking about have we been suspended, arrested, or some shit from class and all that dumb shit, you know. So, what happened? So we had to go get our urination test, a PP test to find out, because they're gonna give you some papers for drugs and HIV fill outs. No, the drug papers are for like, they want to find out if you got drugs, HIV. So you're going to get your HIV test and your drug test for the pee and shit and see if they got anything in there. Too much sugar, too much protein, you're going to be disqualified or some shit like that. I ain't had nothing in my pee, so I was straight. Right? I was straight. So, I don't know what time it was. It was like about to be 11 or whatever. So, and then they're going to make you hold your pee, because the only time you can pee is when it's time for the pee test. Because if you had to really pee, you can go ahead and piss. They might let you piss. But guess what? You need to drink a lot of water. Because if you can't pee for the pee test, they're going to make you drink water. And walk around for 30 minutes or some shit. Other than that, yeah. So the next step was to go take our physical. Because it didn't really matter which ones came first. Because I did all that first. And then I decided to go take my physical. I walk up in the room, I see niggas in drawers and shit. I'm like, the fuck we got going on here? I forgot it was that kind of physical. I ain't did one like that in a minute. So anyway, or ever. The first physical is like, you're supposed to get your physical where they look at everything, see if you can do shit, breathe, feel your lymph nodes, look at your thing, your little friend down there, and check your behind. You gotta spread your butts, cheeks. You gotta spread them cheeks to see if you got a hemorrhoids. That's the only reason why. And they're supposed to touch your balls to see if you got 2 balls. I don't know why, but luckily that man did not touch my balls. Thank you, Jesus. Now, everybody can get out in and out, which is cool. But some places gonna be slow as fuck. You're gonna sometimes be hungry and miss lunch, because I ended up missing lunch because I only had one doctor in that room, because the other one took off break and he just came back, got us in and out in and out. The other one was just slow as fuck, doing every fucking thing, a fucking vision test, which is kind of fucking pointless. But yeah, because the doctor is also going to ask you why this is on your paper, why did you do this, what happened, this, that, whatever, and they're going to determine if it's something to talk about or not, you know, to Meps, that is. Because the Meps job is supposed to disqualify you for stupid shit and serious problems. But, yeah, I I'm good. I didn't get disqualified. I'm good. I'm qualified for right now. But after that, after your main physical, they take your height and weight. And then the last one is where you split up in certain groups to do the duck walk and certain stretches and see if you can flex your body and your bones, duck walk, and all that kinds of shit. That's the last one. And then everybody goes off to lunch. But before you go to lunch, you got to check out. The doctor checks out your whole folder and makes to see if you're approved or not. Because they're the ones that really approve it, health-wise. After that, you go outside to get checked out by the nurse to make copies of your papers and shit. And they're going to be like, congratulations, you're qualified. Oh, I'm sorry, you're disqualified. And okay, you're on hold. So you got to bring certain papers, and you're good. Unfortunately, I was not disqualified. I was put on hold because I had to bring back medical papers about my foot because I fractured it. But the doctor said that was real good, so there was no reason to fucking look at it. But anyway, I had to bring papers back, and I'm on hold for another reason, but we're going to talk about that. And the next step was to go to your liaison or whatever. I didn't even make it that far, but I'm going to make it there eventually. But the next step was to go meet up with your liaison or your guidance counselor to talk about what your career for whatever branch you want to do. And you get this sign, you get that sign, and then eventually you get briefed. And when you get briefed, you got to take oath and shit. When you swear oath, you're in the military. And that's how Meps work. Now, another reason why I didn't get through, the Army got this thing called the TAPAS test, which is the personality test. Because I didn't find out this when I got back to to Orangeburg, my house. I went to the military recruiter office. They wanted to talk to us. He was asking about my medical. I was like, well, see, they was talking about you getting fine, this, that, whatever. So I told him anyway, and I was good. I'm qualified. I just need to bring medical proof saying I'm good. Yeah. And then he was like, well, that's good. No, but it ain't like you're going to get sworn under because you won't be getting sworn under because you failed your TAPAS test, your personality test. I'm like, okay, so how long is it going to take for me to take it again? I'm not sure, but it's maybe a year. I was like, hold the fuck up, sir. Are you sure? Because if it's going to be a year, I will not do this shit. So I'm sorry. I will not wait for nobody for a fucking year. I did that with my last college. And I'm not about to wait for them a year to have them to tell me no. Oh, no, sir. Even though it's a TAPAS test, I'm qualified. Shit, but we got that situated. It takes a month, so I got to wait 30 days. Just like the ASVAB, take it again. It's not that serious, but it's long, boring, full of 120 questions of stupid things. If you fill out a job application, it's the same thing, a personality test. Unfortunately, if you make a certain score, you'll have to take it, I think. Because I made a 40, because I was originally taking the test with the Navy. But we'll see what happens with that. Otherwise, that was my experience at Meps. It was kind of quick and long and boring, but yeah, it was long and boring, but when it's time for you to leave as a group, whoever you rode on the bus with, they gotta wait for everybody, even when they get briefed. After everybody get briefed and whatever, they take you back to the hotel or they go back to where they came from. So that was it. And I ain't left till fucking 6:30, about 7 o'clock yesterday. So, on that note, that was my Mep experience. So if you have any questions, please don't feel afraid to put them down in the Dropbox and comment below, send me an email. Follow me on Instagram at Hashim Shakir, HASHIM _SHAKEER on Instagram. Or you can follow me on Facebook and you see my name on my channel at Molly. Just follow me or add me on there. Other than that, that's about it. So if y'all that's interested in trying to go to the military, this is what you need to do. And make sure you meet up with your recruiter if you make it through and swear oath and all that shit. Because you're going to go back over there to get briefed again. and then you go off to boot camp at whatever branch you're doing it at, whatever location. So have a great day.